Good evening, hello and welcome to this special broadcast. I'm Anusha Soni. It's not just any local body elections. The MCD elections are indeed a battle for political prestige, both for the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. While both the political parties have fielded their big guns for campaigning, there is a parallel legal battle and also one of perception which is being fought by both the parties. While one video after another raises serious questions on the conduct and the alleged misuse of power and position by Delhi Minister Satyendra Jain, who's lodged in Tihar jail, there is also a court order putting it on record that Jain actually violated the prison rules. It doesn't end there. After the first charge sheet has been filed in the Delhi liquor policy scam, the name of the accused number one in the FIR, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, that name is missing. While AAP may claim that it has been given a clean sheet, BJP says investigation will book Sisodia eventually. All these developments point out to rising political temperature, especially here in the national capital. The final word would be by the people of Delhi on the 4th of December. But would we see any logical conclusion to the ongoing probes, or would they be lost in the political noises? First up, a special report. The MCD polls have become a battle of prestige and is only escalating by the day. The BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party are leaving no stones unturned to launch attack against each other. Arvind Kejriwal and company are currently on a back foot after Satyendra Jain and his Tihar tapes have come out. A Delhi court has rejected Jain's plea for special food. The order copy accessed by CNN News 18 stated that Satyendra Jain had violated the jail rules. Meanwhile, the BJP has released yet another video where Satyendra Jain can be seen meeting the jail superintendent in his cell. The BJP has named the video Jain Ka Darbar. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal now believes that upcoming MCD polls is a battle of BJP's 10 videos versus the 10 guarantees of the Aam Aadmi Party.
आम आदमी की बात करने वाले वीवीआईपी बन गए हैं, जेल में भी वीवीआईपी है, तो अभी जनता देख रही, जनता जवाब देगी.
मेरा ये कहना है एमसीडी का चुनाव अब बड़ा क्लियर होता जा रहा है. भाजपा के 10 वीडियो बनाम केजरीवाल के 10 काम. जनता को तय करना है कि वो उनको भाजपा के 10 वीडियो चाहिए या केजरीवाल के 10 काम चाहिए.
On the other hand, the first charge sheet has been filed in the Delhi liquor policy scam case. The accused number one in the FIR, Manish Sisodia, has not been named in the charge sheet so far. The Aam Aadmi Party was quick to jump the gun and argue that this is a clean chit to Sisodia. As expected, the BJP slammed the Aam Aadmi Party for celebrating too early as the investigation is not over yet. Sources say that ED believes that Sisodia might have changed his phones multiple times and allegedly he destroyed evidence.
पिछले 4 महीने से टीवी पे बैठ के चिल्ला रहे थे, बड़ी बड़ी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे थे कि मनीष सिसोदिया ने 10,000 करोड़ का घोटाला कर दिया, मनीष सिसोदिया ने 1,000 करोड़ का घोटाला कर दिया. लेकिन जब इन्होंने झूठी एफआईआर कराई मेरे खिलाफ और जब उसकी सीबीआई ने जांच की, जब ईडी ने जांच की, मेरे खिलाफ कुछ भी नहीं मिला. इनको कुछ ऐसा नहीं मिला कि मेरा नाम भी एफआईआर में लिख सकें.
We have utmost faith in the investigating agencies, and Arvind Kejriwal should answer the broad questions that have been raised on corruption charges against him and his ministers.
Experts argue that investigating agencies have not given any clean sheet to Manish Sisodia so far. The agencies which are probing the matter are free to name other accused, including Manish Sisodia, in the subsequent charge sheets. The question now remains, who is really rattled in the run-up to the MCD elections? Well, who's rattled, who's nervous, who's confident, and who eventually is going to win the elections? The Janta Janardan, the people of Delhi, will decide. Joining us on the broadcast is our full panel: Pooja Suri, who's the BJP spokesperson; Professor Akashdeep Muni, who's a political analyst; Sunil Kumar Gupta, the former legal advisor to Tihar prisons; and Varun Singh, who's a political analyst, is also joining us on the broadcast. Pooja, my first question to you, and this pertains to Manish Sisodia. An important question is being asked by the Aam Aadmi Party that, he was so sure that he's guilty. He is the one who has benefited from the liquor policy. Then why is it that he's not been named in the charge sheet so far? Did you find nothing against Sisodia?
Very simple answer to this is that till now, I think Mr. Kejriwal needs better wisdom to understand this, that the investigative agency has just filed their first charge sheet, and it is not yet over. It is not yet, they haven't said that it is over from their side. They are still in the process of more investigations. How can the investigative agency of that stature come up with the full and final charge sheet right now? Kejriwal ji is a learned man and he should know the process of the investigating agencies. It is not like one-day process. It is a long-term process. And where Manish Sisodia was called by the investigating agency, he was questioned, and it is in the ongoing process. You cannot say that one day, even if in the court proceedings, any sane person would understand on the first day of trial, do you think the person is acquitted or convicted?
Pooja,
No.
Pooja,
So
let me just give this to you. That you're right that this is just the first charge sheet. An agency can file a second one, a third one, and as and when the evidence emerges, subsequent charge sheets and accused and names can be added in that charge sheet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the procedure of law. Point taken. But in the political narrative, the BJP was very quick to jump the gun. The BJP said that Manish Sisodia is responsible for this entire scam. The argument of the Aam Aadmi Party is that there were hundreds of raids that were conducted and there was so much political noise that was made about it. So you should have found evidence in the first go. That's what they're saying.
I would like to pinpoint one thing here, that on the basis of that only Mr. Sisodia was called by the investigative agencies. How can they, before calling somebody for the investigation also, the agencies would definitely go and find out all the, evidences and the other points of visiting. And why not? He is the person who was taking care of the excise policy. He is the responsible minister. How can he not be interrogated on that point? He is responsible for the big scam in the liquor excise policy. So, it is very pertinent to invite him also to investigate, do all the investigation also. And there is no, he should hold on the horses. Mr. Kejriwal is too much in hurry to encash it for the political benefit and coming up with all the brouhaha saying that, oh, look at the BJP, they were saying, why Mr. Kejriwal was saying that Manish Sisodia will be arrested? How did he know about that? I want to pinpoint that also.
Okay,
why not
let me bring in Akashdeep Muni also into the discussion. Akashdeep, I believe the Delhi Chief Minister and most spokespersons of the Aam Aadmi Party, they refuse to be on the debate today. They are learned people. They know the basic due process of law. And I'm sure they know that this is not a clean sheet of sorts, legally speaking. For Manish Sisodia or anybody to get a clean sheet, the FIR needs to be quashed, a court needs to acquit, or the agency needs to go before the court and say, look, we have no evidence against this accused. This is merely a process. And maybe eventually there would be evidence emerging and they would file subsequent charge sheets. Why are you so quick to jump the gun and claim that we are the Imandar Sarkar, we have done nothing wrong? The fact that there is a charge sheet, the fact that there is an FIR is proof that something wrong happened under the nose.
I sometimes wonder why BJP spokesperson don't do research and come. At least थोड़ा तो research कर लो आने से पहले. First and foremost, when there is a crime, then an FIR is lodged, and then investigation happens, raids happen, and there has been more than 500 raids by ED and CBI on Manish Sisodia home, Manish Sisodia locker, Manish Sisodia village, anywhere. And there was said that 1400 crore scam is this. Investigation happened. And then charge sheet is filed in the court that these are the charges and these are the evidence for that. It means that since last 6 months, whatever brouhaha was made on Manish Sisodia being a criminal was wrong till now. It may happen that in future, as per CBI and ED, there might be some other.
No, but he continues to remain the accused under the FIR, right? That's not taken away.
No, wait. It is very interesting that in the charge sheet, the accused number 1 is not there, and press conference after press conference at 9 o'clock in the morning, 10:30, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, every day. Either BJP can tell that we will go through the due process of law, ED and CBI, charge sheet, etc., or they should say that they have wasted the time of the country. Because they have been debating this topic time and again every night. I have gone into more than 50 debates, more than 100 debates on this very topic and answered all the questions, but still the same questions. Kuch to evidence leke aao, kuch to research leke aao agli baar.
Pooja, a quick response from you, and then I want to bring in Sunil and my other guest, Varun, also into the discussion.
Anusha, let me tell my predecessor speaker, he should know that what he's talking, because his name is very much there in the FIR. एंड भाई साहब सब्सिक्वेंट अभी कॉम्प्लीमेंट वो शीट्स आएंगी, अभी चार्जशीट आएंगी, पूरी नहीं हुई हैं.
नहीं, लेकिन पूजा जी एक सवाल है वन सेकेंड आकाशी. पूजा जी एक सवाल है that if the investigation is going on, the question that the Aam Aadmi Party or their supporters are asking is, why is BJP making political noises about it? If it's an investigation, let this be an investigation. You have completely politicized an ongoing investigation. That's the question.
Not at all. Rather, Anusha, their own Chief Minister has made it more political to get the sympathy of the common people and be fooling them. He has been saying, Manish Sisodiya ko giraftar kar lenge, mujhe maar denge. What is all that nonsense? This is just a way to, fool people of Delhi. Already, which he has done, he's been doing it. He's very smart doing that. He's more than Natwar Lal, as we call him. No. He knows how to play with the sentiments of people. And he knows how
I want to shift the gear. I want to shift the gear. Akashdeep, while on the issue of Mr. Manish Sisodia, I give it to the Aam Aadmi Party that they have a plausible point to make that if he was the kingpin, as was suggested earlier by the BJP, of this alleged scam, then he should have been the first accused who should have been named in the charge sheet, and they should have had some degree of evidence about him to name him in the first charge sheet itself. Point taken. Let's come to the conduct of Satyendra Jain. So far, it has been said repeatedly by the Aam Aadmi Party that this is, a witch hunt of sorts. Satyendra Jain and his privacy is being violated. Today, there is a court order that says that Satyendra Jain has violated the prison rules. The kind of food that he was getting or the kind of treatment that was being meted out to him was against the prescribed rules or the jail manual. Now, nothing can absolve you of that kind of responsibility. Talking about the minister who's in Tihar jail right now.
Now I want to reply on Satyendra Jain.
Yeah.
Now, Satyendra, every day there is one or the other video which is brought by BJP whose veracity is questionable still. And even News 18 does not verify it. My point, what I'm making is that if there is something wrong and the court feels that, because, Satyendra Jain is a Jaini. It's a Kattar Jaini. Now, he says that I'll not eat anna. I'll not eat wheat. I'll not eat rice. I'll eat only fruits till I go to a mandir every morning. His religious belief. If the court sees it okay, they'll allow. If the court sees it not okay, they'll not allow. The point I'm making is that why political mileage on somebody's food? Why political mileage on somebody's
medicine? One second, Pooja, 1 second. Yeah. No, it's not political mileage on somebody's food. The question is, the person who's in Tihar jail is also a sitting minister. The Aam Aadmi Party has not taken him off from his position despite he being investigated. I'm saying he's an accused. He's not a convict. So that puts him in a position of authority and power and paves the way for him to misuse his position and authority. And that's the allegation on him.
There can be a number of allegations. The point is that the day Satyendra Jain, I personally think that on moral grounds, Satyendra Jain should climb down. But interestingly, the day he will climb down, this very madam will come and say that, देखा दाल में कुछ काला था इसलिए निकाल दिया.
तो इसलिए आप उनको निकालेंगे नहीं क्योंकि बीजेपी बोलेगी कि दाल में कुछ काला था. That's not even an argument.
Lovely. What an answer.
Have no respect for the court, these people have no respect for the
Anusha,
investigation.
please allow me to answer.
Everybody has respect for the court. Nobody has a choice in this country. Pooja, please allow me to bring in Varun and my other guest, Sunil Kumar Gupta, also into the discussion. Sunil Kumarji, there's an order that has come today. I want you to help our viewers understand a little bit more about the prison rules. Is it allowed that you can have your own kind of food, or you can get a massage inside the jail, or there are attendants who are helping you with the food, or people serving you inside the jail? Under any pretext, under any explanation, under any ground, is this something that can be explained or justified?
Yeah, you see, the funny thing is that the rules which are in vogue at Tihar now, these were notified by Mr. Satinder Jain in year 2018. These were rules of his own making. Under these rules, nobody can from outside bring food to the prisoner. But here we can see that he has brought food from outside, and his visitors are also coming to the jail. This is flagrant violation of the prison manual, which he himself drafted. Secondly, we can see that he was having massage inside the jail on the pretext that this was physiotherapy. This was massage, and as per the rules of jail manual, the massage is totally prohibited. It is totally prohibited because the other prisoners, because this massage was being done by the other prisoners cannot do any private work. Since this massage was private work, other prisoners cannot do any private work except the work which relates to jail functioning. Secondly, this was another violation. Thirdly, as you can see, I have seen today video. There, 3 prisoners are sitting along with Mr. Jain. No prisoner from other cells or barrack can meet other prisoner in this cell. This is another violation. So far as Superintendent Jail has come, and he was sitting with him, I think there is no violation, because it is the duty of Superintendent Jail to visit the jail and to see every prisoner. So if Superintendent Jail is coming to the Mr. Jain cell during early or late hours, I don't think that is any violation.
You don't think that's a violation? Okay, that's a fair point. That's very factual points that you've made, Varun. Coming to you, one video after another that the BJP is putting out in the public domain. Good. I mean, it's a minister, as Sunilji pointed out, who had framed the rules of Tihar prison, and if he is violating them, the information should come out in the public domain. Point taken. But as pointed out that if the DG or the superintendent of the prison is coming and meeting the prisoners, there's nothing wrong about it. The timing of these videos is also interesting. MCD elections are just around the corner, and you and I know how important this battle is both for the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party.
Just one small thing to point out to Mr. Sunilji, why the superintendent has been suspended or was removed from his job over there, because when he visited the cell of Satinder Jain, there were already 3 other prisoners from the other barracks who were present over there, which is actually a violation, which actually Sunilji pointed out. And Satinder Jain, I don't know who was the other panelist who was so vociferously speaking in form for Satinder Jain. Was to get food of your choice, you need certain permissions, and today's court order is categorical that there was no permission from the DG prison taken for any specific food to be given to Satinder Jain. And majorly pointing out, elections are happening in Delhi, and when you speak to local Delhiites, they are pretty confused right now. Whom do they vote? And some want to go for the subsidies that are being provided or announced by Aam Aadmi, while some want to stick to the BJP. There's a clear-cut fight between the BJP and AAP over there. There is no Congress. And why wouldn't you see such press conferences happening, such videos coming out right now, when elections of such important municipal corporations are taking place? And these videos and these press conferences are going to take place, and a voter would want to know what every party.
No, Tushar, while I agree that, I'm so sorry, Varun, while I agree that, the timing of it is all understandable, because any political party, let alone a smart political party like BJP, would want to lap on this opportunity that the Aam Aadmi Party has provided them on platter. Somewhere lost in this political noise are also the real civic issues of the national capital. I mean, you and I live in the city, and we know the problems of the city, Varun. Keeping in mind the pile of garbage or the mountain of garbage that has been collected, elected, or the various other civic issues that we face that the national capital should not be facing. Pooja, is the allegation of the Aam Aadmi Party has...
Anusha,
yeah, sure. Make your point and then I'll go to Pooja.
Yeah, sure. That is the what do you say, bad luck of our Indian democracy. In most elections, we do not see these real issues being discussed by any party, maybe the BJP, maybe the Aam Aadmi Party, or maybe the Congress. And that is the prime reason why, again, over here in MCD, we do not see those issues being discussed, pollution not being discussed, the road traffic not being discussed, garbage not being discussed, the shanties, the number of shanties that we see in Delhi these days coming up on illegal encroachment not being discussed, which are serious issues. But as I said, our own voters, are they willing to listen to them? Listen to these issues. Some of them do want to.
Three issues that Varun has pointed out. Pooja, coming to you. Has the Delhi, in the MCD, has the BJP done nothing in the last decade or so that you can put out your achievements? Is your only way to coming back in MCD is by targeting the Aam Aadmi Party? That's their allegation. Respond to that.
No, Anusha, I just want to make a point here to what Mr. Gupta had said, just that, the person who was doing massage, first I want to correct that point. He was not only merely a person, but he was a rapist in the case of POCSO,
yes,
which is
even
a big, issue. I mean, if you look at it. And secondly, he was not provided only food, he was provided the lavish food. And today, Rouse Avenue Court has strictly told not to get that special food for the minister who is already under charges. Now, coming back to the points which you have raised about the local issues, let me tell you, Anusha, that Delhi has suffered badly because of Arvind Kejriwal's all the policies, how his failure has been the reason for the suffering of Delhi. If you talk about the congestion and how Varun was talking about the congestion and the issues relating to the citizens. Now, if I talk about the failure in public transport, not a single DTC bus has been bought in last 8 years. What about no pollution control? Nothing has been done. And if you remember, I would like the viewers to recall about that chemical
Pooja,
which we have
I really wish, as somebody who's lived in Delhi for the last 10 years, that even today, the AQI is not in a good category. It's over 200. Pollution continues to be a key issue. Sanitation continues to be a key issue. The garbage disposal methods in Delhi is something that needs to evolve. There are so many civic issues we need to do so much better on.
Anusha.
And I really wish that those were the talking points. It's great we're talking about ministers, their corruption scandals, allegations, counter allegations, but somewhere lost in the political noise are the real issues that concern people. I'm short of time, Pooja. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. Professor Akashdeep Puni, Sunil Kumar Gupta and Varun Singh. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on the show. There's some more breaking news coming in. Let's go to that. And Jacqueline Fernandez today recorded a statement before magistrate in overlinks with the conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar. This was after Jacqueline had informed the EOW that she wants to divulge some important information in the case. Ananya, give us more context.
Well, Anusha, remember that there are two probes going on against Jacqueline Fernandez. One with regards to the extortion case. One is the Makoka case, in which she's not charged under Makoka, but then Sukesh Chandrasekhar and others are. And this is exactly the case wherein she has recorded her statement today. She told the police that she wants to divulge some important information. And in fact, the police said that please record a 164 statement. Then she actually recorded a 164 statement, CRPC statement, which is admissible statement before the court of law, as you remember, because it's recorded before a magistrate. It was recorded before Metropolitan Magistrate Tarunpreet Kaur of the Patiala House Court today. In fact, remember that Jacqueline Fernandez, who remains to be on bail in the ED case, she is still a person of interest in the EOW case. She has not been named as an accused into this particular case. She's been questioned in this particular case, and now she told the police today that she wants to record a 164 statement. We also tried to contact her lawyers, but then there was no response. But as far as we remember and we know in general parlance of law, whenever a 164 statement is recorded, it's only the magistrate and the person recording the statement who's there when this statement is being recorded. However, we have not accessed the details about what she has said in that particular statement, because these are kept secretive, because this would help the police in probing and going further in its investigation. And until and unless a fresh or supplementary charge sheet is filed by the EOW, we might not be able to divulge the details about what has been said by Jacqueline in her statement.
And to add to what Ananya is pointing out, a statement under 164 is given to a magistrate and has far more weightage, and in fact great weightage, as something which is admissible in a court of law. Confessions given to a particular agency, there is doubt, it can always be raised, especially to the police authorities. But whenever a person of interest, an accused, or even a witness records statement under section 164, it has far more weightage as some kind of proof in a court of law. So all eyes on what she said before the magistrate. Ananya Bhatnagar tracking all the developments on that story. All with that, it's a wrap. Thank you for watching.